Hey everyone, it's Rhonda. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me. I am very glad that you are here. Today we're creating a new journal and I'm deciding to do something a little bit different, and I am using a 49 in Market Create an Album. And I'll go through and I'll show you all the bits and pieces that are included when you purchase the bits and pieces that go with this album. So if you've watched my channel before, you know that I'm a huge 49 in Market fan. And when I saw that they had these Create an Albums, I thought, I'm gonna give it a try. Something different, something new to play with and create an album out of. This is going to be my San Diego album. So we took a trip to San Diego in September, and I have a ton of photos from that. Obviously a lot of stories to tell. So I am going to create this as my San Diego journal. So let's talk about the Create an Album. So this is the tall, chunky album cover. This is obviously in white. It does come in black. So you have your choices of white or black in the album covers. Now this is the tall, chunky, which it means that it's got a wider spine. They do have a tall standard, which is, I think, half of this. So if you didn't need something this wide, you could do the tall standard and you could have, a little bit less space to fill. So this is the tall. Let me grab another one here. Whoop. Okay, this is the wide. So I've started this one already. I haven't turned it into a journal yet, but this will eventually be a Disney journal, obviously. So this is the wide. So this one is horizontal, where this one is the vertical. Okay, so this one is in the black. And then what you're gonna do is create the pages and stuff to go inside of this. And so we'll talk about that in just a second. But that's basically what your album is gonna look like. And I know it's hard to see in the black, but we've got all kinds of pages going on here. I'll show you that in just a second. So when you purchase the Create an Album, basically you're just buying the album cover. This comes by itself, okay? So one other thing, I'm gonna grab these. So you can, if you want to, purchase the binder mechanisms as well. So these are made to fit in your journals. So basically what you would do is you would take these plastic pieces out, and it comes with the sticky backing for those. And you would attach the backing here, attach it to your journal, and then you could use this as a ringed binding system. You could obviously would need to do two here. But you've got two. And again, these come in white and black, so they would match your album cover. So that is an option if you wanted to do a ringed binding system. What I've decided to do is do the Create an Album inserts. And so this is a separate purchase. The binding mechanism is a separate purchase. The cover is a separate purchase. And then there is this. So this is the Create an Album. Again, we've got the tall book pages because I've got the tall book that we're using. And this comes with a bunch of different pieces. So if you look here, you've got two of the horizontal fold overs. So these are pages that are folded in half, which would be this. So that's nice. And then you've got two of the vertical fold overs, which I think are this one. So you can do that. You've got those pages to work with. It comes with, let me see here, it comes with one 4.5 by 6.5 side flip. So you could attach this to your pages, and then you could use that to flip open. And I'll show you again how this works, how this all comes together. And then it's got just blank pages. So you've got just single sheets of paper that are cut down to fit perfectly in your journal. Okay, so then it also comes with, I'm gonna have to show you on the black because I already created this. So this is your hinge system. And this is what you are going to use to attach to the spine of your book. So it's going to attach in here. I'll find where all that is. Okay, so that's going to attach in here. And then you're going to take your inserts, these pages over here, and you're going to attach those to these hinges. Okay, so let me explain that real quick. So I'll have to show you on the black because I didn't think through this when I put this all together. I didn't think through to show it on camera. So when you get your sheet, it looks like this. And I know it's so hard to tell on the black, but you can see there that there are scores in this paper. So there are some wider flaps and there are some smaller flaps. And so basically when you're folding this, you're just making a series of peaks and valleys. So your two wide folds right here are going to create your peaks. So you're just going to fold those together. Okay. And then what that does essentially is it creates a valley with this small piece right here. So you're just going to fold it there. And so eventually what you're going to end up with is something that looks a little bit like this. Now, because I am using the wide, I need to use both of these scored pieces that come with this. So in the package, the Create an Album package, you get 2 of the spine hinges. You can use 1 if you're just using a standard, or if you're using the wide, you're going to go ahead and use 2. So basically I've folded all these to create my peaks and my valleys, and I have stuck, this is one of my valleys. So I took one of the valleys on one side with one of the valleys on the other side, glued those together, and now I have all of this hinge system here. Okay. And then on the back side, this is where all your valleys are. And that's what's going to get glued down to your album. So that is the part that I am at right now. So I've just gone ahead and I put together my whole hinge system, and we're going to attach this to my book. All right. So let's go ahead and open this. All right. And so this is just going to get glued down right here. And again, because I'm using the wide, I've got 2 of them glued together here, so it's going to give me lots more pages, room for pages on here. Okay, so it's going to go just like that. So basically what we're going to do is take this back side, and this is where we're going to attach our adhesive. So I do like to use like red line tape or double stick tape just to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on here now, and then we'll go ahead and get it stuck down. Okay, so now all of my adhesive is on the back. So now I want to go ahead and stick this down. So I need to make sure that I'm getting it right in the center and that I'm centering it with the bottom. So that looks pretty darn good right there. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and press down on these valleys just to make sure that everything is stuck down real well. Okay, so that's easy, a little bit easier to see my hinge system here. Okay, so now is kind of where the fun comes in. So now you can take those inserts that came in the Create an Album kit. So these inserts right here, and you can kind of configure them any way you want to create your journal. So let me pull this one back over here and show you what I've done. So this is a separate purchase. This is a waterfall. And this has a magnet that keeps this closed, and then you've got room for all kinds of photos here. Okay, and then again, that just sticks together with a magnet. This is just a regular, oh no, it's not. Okay, so this is the one that flips. So that one flips open. This one is a regular piece of paper. This is the one that flips open. This one flips up. You've got the fold out there. This one is, that one's just a regular piece of paper. There's nothing, there's no fold outs or flip ups on this one. This one, again, is the fold out. And some of these I did go ahead and trim the edges just because I wanted it to be a little bit easier so that you could see where the pages were. And I like to vary sizes as well. So I just went ahead and trimmed some of those down. This is that 4x6 flip. So I just sandwiched this in between 2 pieces of paper. And then that flips out there, flips out there. All kinds of interactive elements in this. This one flips out as well. I think I actually cut my own piece of paper and added that there. And then on this side, again, I think this is an additional purchase as well. But this flips up, flips out, and you can see that there's some 3x4s here. I just love that. Love all of the interactive elements. So that's the wide one. So now that's what we're gonna go ahead and create right now. So let's take a look at this and try and figure out what I want this journal to look like. And at this point, I don't really have any plans for how my photos or anything like that are gonna go in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this and add pieces of paper. So I think I'll start with this. This is the just the single piece of paper. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some adhesive to the back of that, to the side. I just want one side here. And this is where I'm going to attach it to my hinge. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. And then I'm gonna bring this over and I'm going to attach it to my hinge. So hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm just gonna glue it here down to this side right here. Okay. Stick that down and we're done. Okay, one page is done. So now we're gonna have to do something on the other side. Fold that down and we can grab, let's see, let's do the flip open. Nice thing about this is I can decide if I want it to go this way and create like a tri-fold here. This would basically give me 3 pages this way. Or I can flip it and I can attach it this way and then this is going to fold out, which is I think what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add some more adhesive to this strip. This is the end that's going to get attached to my hinge. So we're just going to go ahead and add that on there. And it's really easy once you get this out and you can play with it. I think it's kind of confusing to watch somebody do this and not quite grasp it versus like when I took it out and I played with it and I figured it out, it was much, much easier to figure out how this all goes together. So this end is gonna get adhered here, but one thing I want to do is I'm gonna cut a little bit of this off, only because I don't want this, if I glue this on here, when I go to open this, it's gonna hit that hinge right there. So what I'm gonna do is just take and cut some of this off here. So we're just gonna, I don't know, half an inch or so off of here. And then I'm gonna go in and stick this down on the other side of my hinge. And I'm gonna match it up with the paper that I've already got in there. Okay, so that's that. So now what I can do is I can go in with more adhesive and stick those together so that they create one whole page, which is what I'm gonna do now. So I just grabbed my ATG for this. And then I'm just going to attach this. So I just put a couple strips of adhesive there, and then I'm going to sandwich that together, and that's done. Okay, so I've created a page here. I've got the first page in my journal, which is going to be just the plain, and then I backed it with this horizontal flip here. Okay, now we're on to the second hinge. And what can we do here? We could go back to doing just another regular piece of paper, or we can do another flip. So we could do one that flips up like that. So we could add that here. I think I may just do a regular so that all my flips and flops and stuff don't run into each other. I think I'm just going to do a regular one here. Just add the adhesive on the side that you want stuck down to your hinge. Okay. There we go. That one is done. And then I could do the flip up here. I could attach that to the other side so that we would have this that flips up. We could also, mix it up a little bit and have it go that way. It would fit. No, I think I'll just keep it the way that it is. So we can go ahead and add this. So you can add your adhesive to your paper or to the hinge itself. So this one, I'm just adding it to the hinge. Okay. And then we can decide, do we want it to open this way or do we want it to open this way? Let's have it go that way. And then the next one I do, I can have it go the other way. Get that lined up perfectly. Okay. There we go. So that one is added. So you can see we're just creating a series of pages. So there we go. Okay, so then now this time, let's do that little 4x6 flip. So we've got this that's gonna flip out this way. Oh, I was gonna do it this way. So we've got that there. And then let's do another 4x6. This is just the plain, just the regular one. So if we do that there, okay, let's add this on here. Oops, I out of that glue. Okay. And you know what, as I was attaching this, I think I forgot to glue these two together. So the last two pages that we just added, I forgot to stick them together. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, let's stick those down. Okay, there we go, that's better. Okay, so then we've attached our single 4x6 page. And I want to add this flip, a 4x6 flip. So it's got this scored edge. I'm just going to bend that over and then trying to figure out which side I want it on. I think I'm going to put it on this side so that it's on there. So what I'm going to do is just add some adhesive, and I just ran out of my double-sided tape, so I'm just going to use my ATG. And I'm going to add this to here. Okay. So because I'm going to cover all of my pages with pattern paper, this is not going to show at all. It's going to be sandwiched in between the pattern paper that I add on there. So I'm not concerned about that at all. So now I've added this flip over here. Okay. So what we can do, did I mess that up? I may have. Okay, actually what we'll do is maybe add another single over here, and then that can do that. I forgot that they have to be backed. Okay, so we'll just do this. Okay. And then we'll stick those together. I don't think it's absolutely necessary that you have two pieces of paper that you stick back to back. I think you could just attach one piece to the hinge and be fine. I just like the look of having my hinge totally enclosed with paper. So you could just attach one page here and not attach anything to the other side. You know, if you were trying to like save on the amount of pages that you do and that kind of stuff. But I liked the finished look of all of these pages. So that's why I like putting them on and then adhering these two back to back. So now we've got this page that flips up. This page is plain. This page has a flip up or a flip out. We've added that 4x6 flip out, which we could again add more. That's what I did in the black one. I just cut 4x6 pieces of black paper and then attached them to make more flips than I actually had with my kit. So that's an option. it's endless, you know, you guys, with the amount of things that you can do with these pages. I do think that they don't give you enough pages to do back to back on both sides of the hinge. I think that might be why I attached more of my black paper. I don't really remember. It's been a while since I've done that one. But if so, they're white and they're black. So if you've got white and black paper in your stash, you can cut them down and add more pages to this if the kit doesn't have enough. Okay, so then let's do, what have we got that we haven't used in a little while? That's okay, we'll do the flip out, the little booklet. Go ahead and add that here. Okay. That on there, that's done. Okay, so we've got our 4x6 flip, and then we've got a little booklet. And then on the other side, make sure that that's stuck well, okay? And then on this side, we can do, maybe we'll just do another single page. That's down, and that's good and tight. And we'll take a final look at this once it's done. And then to this one, we're gonna add, let's see, what have we got here? I need to stick those two together. Okay. Those are stuck down. And then I'll just take another one of the plain ones, and we'll add that to the other side. And you can see this is coming together really quickly. It's only been a few minutes of gluing down the pages, and we're looking good. We're looking good. Okay, so you can see I've got one more that I need to attach here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 2 more pages left, which is why I think that when you get the kit, that they don't intend for you to do 2 on a hinge. Again, I like the look. I like having that hinge covered. So what I can do now is just go to my paper, pull out some plain white paper, and just cut it down to fit the pages. So I may have to do that here in just a minute. I'm gonna save this one just because I don't want all of the same kind of papers back to back to back. So I like to mix it up and have a variety here of stuff spread throughout. Okay, so we're gonna do this one, but this one, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and put glue all over it. Okay, and then this is gonna get stuck down here. And then I've already got my glue. Brilliant. Okay, all right. So now, what else do we have? I'm gonna go to my stash. I'm gonna pull out some white paper and be right back. Okay, so I've just got some white 12 by 12 that I pulled out of my stash. Now, is it exactly the same shade of white? No, but again, it's not gonna matter because these pages are going to be covered up with my pattern paper. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna cut, grab a pencil here. And I am going to cut, let me mark it first, how big I need it. So I need it to be that wide and that long. Okay, so I can just cut this, and then that would be another page that I could just add another plain, just doesn't have any folds or anything like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this one. And then I can take my scraps and I can make some flips. So I'll show you how I do that in just a second. Okay, so we've got one piece here that we can add. So let's do that. And this one does not get glue on the back. Okay, so we've got that attached to that hinge. And now we need something for the other side. So I could go back to my 2 extra pieces that are left. I think actually I'm gonna grab this one. This is the trifold. So I'm going to grab that, I'm going to stick that down. And because it's being attached to that first side of the hinge, I need to put glue all over it. So I'm just going to grab the tape runner and add that here. Okay. Done. That one's done and complete. And now we've got a trifold there. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more pieces of paper. I've got one that's already cut. Let's see what else. What other fun thing could we do? We could make a bifold. I'm pretty sure we could do that with, let me fold this and we'll see what that looks like. And I'm pretty sure that that is going to be, it's roughly the same size. It's a little bit smaller, but I don't know that you would be able to tell once it's glued in here. Let's just go ahead and do it. So let's cut this down to the size of our pages. Okay. All right, so let's put that on the other side. Let's just do the plain single page here. I'll glue that on this side. Okay, and then this one, let's have that folded. Let's give myself a little bit of extra space and we'll have it, I'll fold it with the crease, or I'm sorry, I will attach it to the spine with the folded side in, and then that will give me like a little booklet here. I think that'll work. So we'll just stick this on the other side of the hinge, and then that's going to get stuck down to the other piece of paper. And so now when I open this, I've got like a little booklet right here, kind of like that. Okay, so we need 2 more. All right, so let's just do, I think we'll just do 2 plain sheets of paper and call it done. Okay, so let's do, all right, so there's one more. So we'll attach that one there. All right, and then one more, the exact same size. Just adding this to the last side of the hinge and sticking it down to the page in front. All right. Okay, so there you go. Just like that, we have created a whole new scrapbook or journal or whatever you want to use it as. So we've got pages that flip out. We've got pages that flip up and down. We've got just regular pages. We've got this 4x6 flip out. We're going to make another one of those in just a second. We've got a couple pages that just open. That one. Another one that flips up and out. So all kinds of different interactive elements that we've created here. Now what I can do with my scrap pieces of paper is I can fold them. So let's just take this little scrap right here and we'll fold that. And let's add this to a page. So let's do this to one in the back where I've added just plain paper that doesn't have really any interactive elements at all. Do I kind of want that there? Actually, I think I might still be able to pull this apart. Let's do that. Let's pull this one apart and then I can trim some of this down. I'll add some adhesive to the back of that. And we'll just sandwich this in between the last two pages that we created. So we'll get that on there. Okay, and then we'll just re-stick that glue back down. Okay, and now we've got another flip here. Got that flip right there. So that's fun. We've added that little element there. Sorry, realized you probably could not see that. So we've added that little flip there. Yeah, love it. Okay, that was super easy. So now the last thing I need to do for right now is decorate my cover. So I have over here to the side, I have a collection that I'm going to be using throughout this journal. So again, this is my San Diego journal, and I want to use some paper lines that are going to really reflect our time in San Diego. So what I've chosen to go with is, I know you're going to be shocked when I tell you, but it's 49 and Market, and this is their, what's it called? Summer Porch collection. And originally when I saw this, I didn't know really what this collection was, because the paper that I saw was this one, and I was like, oh, it's geraniums and, you know, florally kind of stuff. Then when I got to looking at it, it is all very, very coastal, very nautical looking papers and embellishments and that kind of stuff. So like you can see, this one's got sailboats on the back of that. So this is all part of that front porch collection. So I think I'm going to figure out what I want to use to cover this book. Oh, these are pretty. There's some seagulls. There's some seagulls there. That's really pretty. I didn't want anything that was beachy themed because we did not go to the beach. We spent a lot of time exploring the coastline. We went out on whale watching tour, and we went out on an old yacht, and so beach photos didn't really go with the vibe of this album. They don't really go with the photos of the trip. So I really wanted something that was nautical and coastal looking. So this is the plain, the solid, sorry, this is their solid collection. So those are the colors that I get with that. This is the color swatch Oceans, because I definitely wanted something that was blues. So there's that. And then this is the actual Summer Porch 12 by 12 collection. So I'm thinking what I might go with. I kind of like that. And I kind of like that. I'm really kind of leaning towards that sailboat. The large sailboat one. All right, let's see what we've got here. This one. Cutting that down and making that my cover. I kind of think that's what I'm going to go with. I really love that. And then I've got a little bit of room for a title here. Okay, we're just going to do this because I love this so much. Okay, so what I want to do is going to be similar to what I did when I covered my Disney album. So I like the look of having just a little bit of the border showing, a little bit of the album itself showing. So I'm going to cut this down just a little bit smaller than my actual cover. Again, if you've watched me before, I do not measure anything. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball this and see, okay, I want it here and I want it here. Okay, let me cut that down first. Get this out of the way. All right. So that, and is that it? Nope, right there. Ooh, almost cut that too short. Okay. All right. And then I want to figure out how wide I want it. Okay, so let's get this centered on here, figure out where I want that to be, and then we'll trim right there. Okay. So that is going to be my cover for this book. So cute. Some of this pencil mark off of here. Okay. That's going to be perfect. Oh, look how pretty that's going to be. This paper line, I'm telling you, 49 Market. Can't go wrong. So I think before I attach that down, I'm going to ink the edges of that, and then we'll get that stuck down. I've got a scrap piece from this, and we can attach that to the spine because that's going to be the same dimensions widthwise. So now I just, or lengthwise. So I just need to figure out widthwise what I want that to look like. Go like right there. Okay, then that will be our spine. So cute. Oh my gosh, love this. Okay, so now I just need to figure out something for the back. And I think this one's just going to be plain. I think I'm just going to grab like a plain piece of paper because you don't really see the back, right? Okay, let's see. Could do this one. Just do this blue, and then it's going to kind of go with that. Okay, perfect. Yep. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to measure. Actually, can I just use this? I can. Okay. All right, so we're going to trim that there. I'm going to trim that there. Okay. There I've got my front cover, my back cover, and my spine done. These are going to coordinate perfectly. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Okay, I think I'm trying to figure out which color ink I want to ink up my edges with. I think I may pull out some blue. Let me grab my Distress inks. Now I just need to figure out which color. I could do this one. This one here. That is Blueprint Sketch. Have I used that? I haven't used that one before. That's an option. I feel like that might be a little bright. What do we have in here? Faded Jeans. This was the one that I kind of had in my head as soon as I saw this one. I think that's going to go perfect with that. So let me put this one away. And then let me just check to see if there's anything else that might... yeah, I've got this one here or that Chip Sapphire, which are so similar, but I think I'm going to go with Faded Jeans. Okay. are done, and that color could not have been any more perfect. Look at what a difference that makes. Okay, so I'll put this away. I may actually use this color throughout this album. Yeah, it works really, really well with this collection. Okay, so I need to put those away, put that away. And then I just need to stick these down. And then this journal, actually, you know what I should do? Before I stick this down, I think I'm gonna play with this and figure out what kind of embellishing I want to do on this. Obviously, I wanna create a title. I wonder. I see a sailboat in here that I kind of want to use. This is the laser cut elements. So these are all die cut pieces that you just punch out and you can use on your layouts. I'm thinking, okay, it's smaller than I thought it was going to be. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit bigger, but I think it's going to look out of place if I put this on here. Let me see. Yeah, it's going to look really odd and out of place. Pretty much anything I think that I add on here is going to be not quite what I'm looking for. I've got some chipboard pieces as well. I've got the chipboard pieces and I've got the chipboard words. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything that might work. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Six summer vibes. Oh, these are going to go so perfect with the pictures that I have. I'm so excited for this. Coastal living, we've got a bird. I could add a seagull or two. Let's see. Shores. I think, oh, so amazing. This is such an amazing collection. Cannot wait to dive in and use this. Okay, but I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do one of these words. Snapshots. I'm just going to play with these words and figure out what I want on here. Summer escape. And I'm going to add a couple of seagulls, and then I'm going to go ahead and find some letters where I can spell out San Diego. And we'll do that and be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and found some white, it may be kind of hard to see. I found some white stickers and just added San Diego on there. I don't even know if you can tell. And I like that because it's very subtle, and I also did the dates, used my rolling date stamp here to put the date of when we were in San Diego. So I like that. Super, super cute cover. Okay, so now we're just gonna get this adhered onto the cover. Over here, just make sure that I've got it exactly where I want it centered. That needs to come up a little bit there. Okay. Looks pretty good. Okay. So there we go. There's our cover. Oh, I love that. This paper is perfect, and I love that the chipboard gives it a little bit of dimension on there. You can just subtly see my title. Oh, love it. Okay, so let's do the spine. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll just add the back of this. Okay, center that. That looks pretty darn good. Okay. There it is. It's all done. So cute. This would be a really cute place to add a journal charm. I may do that as well, just one with the paper clip so I can add it to my pages. But look at that. Oh, so cute. I cannot wait to start this album. But you can see just like that, super easy. We had all the components to create this album. Again, using the 49 and Market, create an album. So there we go. It's all ready to go again. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me this long today. I do appreciate you being here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are all about content for scrapbooking and journaling, please consider subscribing to my channel. We would love to have you along for this journey. But otherwise, I will see you guys next time for another video. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.